So the auction house right now is crashing, and you know what that means, right? It's the perfect buying opportunity for a lot of cards up in here, guys, and you gotta like the video right now if you want to see 2K make every single player affordable, from the Invincibles to the Dark Matters and every single player in between. And let me know down below in the comments a player that you are currently trying to get, because as you can see, the auction house is crashing, and it's gonna keep crashing. There's so many players that are now affordable. For example, if you wanted to pick up somebody like Thompson, you want to buy him right now because the point guard position and the shooting guard position is stacked at this point. It already was throughout the year, but now with out of position, I'm going to show you guys the full collection that 2K officially now revealed. You want to buy certain players, okay? For example, Dikembe, if you were looking to buy him, he's already under 300,000 MT. Even though you want to be big brain, okay? You want to look for some extra legend badges. If you wanted that Dr. J, now is a great buying opportunity. I'm going to be covering everything from like the new players, the free box we're getting, the market crash, some players you got to pick up, and basically every single thing that you need to know, because you guys already know I got you covered with everything. And so let's get right into it right here with, of course, the new collection. And bam! So 2K officially revealed it, okay? This is the full set when it comes to the ones that you see right here. So we do have, of course, Invincible LeBron. So the leak was real. You guys can see this, the official card arts. We got Larry Bird. So Larry Bird, the legend, is getting a 100 overall card. We got Scottie Pippen, of course. And the Dark Matters, I'm going to tell you right now, Karl Malone, I'm going to give you 13 reasons why this man is wildin'. Never Google Karl Malone 13, okay? LaMarcus Aldridge up in here as well. You know, he's actually a shooting guard. Oh, he's going to be, I think these two are going to be the most expensive Dark Matters in the sets. And then I do see Dominique Wilkins and Draymond Green being the cheapest. I think Draymond Green is going to be the cheapest one just because he is like now the shortest, you know, point guard when it comes to this, at least, because LeBron 6'9", Scottie 6'8", Karl Malone is super tall. And so you can see 2K basically says out of position players are coming. So that means we are getting a free box, okay? A free box for every single person to get. You guys already know, you know, at the moment they do have the current box, which you do want to get. I actually uploaded a video of me opening that free box, and so if you were looking to still get it, definitely get it done before it expires, okay? Because it is going to be getting, you know, replaced with a whole new box with, of course, the out of position players, which again, I did make a video of me opening that box. So at the moment you can't see the box here because I opened it already. But when it comes to that free box, it is going to be available for everybody, so make sure to get the one that is available right now before it gets replaced. And then again, the Dark Matter market is completely just like, it's over, bro. Like, there's so many good players you can pick up right now, even though at the same time, you guys already know, right? Everyone's gonna go all in for LeBron James, and for a good reason. I'm about to like dive in, bro. Like, I'm going all the way in for LeBron James. This man being a point guard, he was already dominant all year, and now he can play the point guard position. So yeah, he gonna be expensive as heck. Oh my goodness. Even though I will say also, you know, my boy Scottie too hottie, 6'8". You know, they're going to get the best animation. Scottie, LeBron, they're going to get the treatment, right? So I think they're going to be the best, you know, of course, the best cards in this set, right? And so these are going to be super expensive. That's why I'm telling you, like, 2K needs to increase the pack odds and make these players affordable, bro. Because no card should be going for like 15, 20 million MT. And we've seen a couple of those already. So when it comes to some Dark Matters that you do want to pick up, you know, I will say, you know, there's definitely the ones I mentioned. Look at Amen Thompson right here with extra 20 extra, actually, legend badges. That's going to be something you can look into, right? Because you do want to pick up some of these cards right now. You know, Tim Thomas, a really good small forward. His price is dropping as well. You know, there's a lot of good cards that you want to pick up. Even my boy Mark Eden. Yeah, you want to go shopping right now, bro. The market is tanking. And that's what we love to see when it comes to a set like out of position. Like, you want every single player to be affordable. Even though at the same time, though, like, Dark Matters have already been a buy now, but they're actually even cheaper than what you would expect, right? Because Dark Matters before were millions of MT. Now they're under 100K. And I think the cheapest one now, you can actually find some for like 60, 50,000. Yo, the fact that Adam is actually this cheap is crazy because, you know, I definitely wouldn't pick him up, but he's just a card, like, if you were trying to get him or somebody else, you want to look into the auction house right now. That's why I want to know what player you guys are trying to get, and actually tell me how much MT you have, because I think the cheapest Dark Matter now at this point, yeah, it's actually under 70,000. Wow. So we're definitely going to be seeing, you know, even cheaper cards. Yeah, so about like 60K is the cheapest. You can always snipe, get them even cheaper. Even though I will say with Larry Bird, I'm hoping he gets some love because, you know, there's still other players you got to pick up in the auction house. But Larry Bird, I mean, listen, he needs some love because his Dark Matter, my goodness, it was trash. Like, like it's horrible. I hated, like, I have not liked Larry Bird in like years. So hopefully he gets that treatment because he's a 100 overall. And speaking of 100 overalls, I do want to take a look at somebody like Ben Simmons because I might have to, we might have to go shopping up in here. 100 overall Ben Simmons. How much are you now? Let's see. 1.6? Yo, okay, obviously he's still gonna get bids because, he's gonna get bids, but he was like 4, 5, 3.5 million MT, and so the fact that, like, now they released, the full set now for out of position, these cards are gonna get even cheaper, especially the point guards and shooting guards, and so I might have to pick up a Ben Simmons, bro, if the price is right, because everyone's gonna want that LeBron, right? So no one's looking to buy Ben Simmons right now. So that means I'm going to have to snatch him up. That Ben Simmons is going to be crazy. And speaking of another point guard, don't forget not Ben Simmons, Draymond Green. I think he's going to be the cheapest. I think him being 6'6", he's going to be the cheapest dark matter from the set. So, if you don't pull him, that's like the one you don't want to pull, actually. So, stay away from that Draymond Green. Just because this Pink Diamond, I believe his release was on slow, right? So, let's take a look right here. Yeah, slow. So, it'll probably be on very quick right now. So, I do feel like he'll be the cheapest dark matter. So, that's why I'm saying, like, right now, like, dark matters are going to get even cheaper just because, that's just how the market always is when a set like this is revealed. Maybe you want that Dr. J. Embiid right here. He just ended at 110 with 3 legend badges. That's a decent price for Embiid, bro. Not the best center by any means, but, you can pick up a Luka. He's about to expire for oh my, no way. Is he really about to end for 137? He was going for over 200,000 MT. Yeah, it looks like he's going to be ending at that. Giannis is still kind of, expensive just because that man's the Greek freak, Yeah, so Luka officially under 200K. So if you were looking to pick him up, he's pretty good at the point guard position, especially his size. 6'7", 6'7". Yeah, he ended at 160. And they're just going to keep getting cheaper as more people see this collection. More people are going to panic sell. And of course, also, the other point guards, Dominique Wilkins. I think Dominique Wilkins is definitely going to be affordable for a lot of people in the sense of, like, he's not going to go for millions. So him being 6'8", new animations and everything, I think he'll definitely be affordable for a lot of people. I don't think they'll make him too crazy, but very quick release timing, I'm sure. If they update his animations, especially his release, I think he's going to be a sleeper. He's going to be crazy, especially at 6'8", right? So when it comes to him, that's also one of the new dark matters, even though I'm more excited at the current dark matters that are available, in the auction house. For the, I gotta pick up a Beasley. Even though my shooting guard and small forward position right now is so stacked, it's crazy. And actually, speaking of a small forward, the 13 reasons, man, Karl Malone, 6'9", being able to play the 2, right? Yep, he can play the 2. He's going to be pretty expensive just because he's going to be 6'9". A lot of people really liked his Galaxy Opal from one of the previous events. So he'll definitely be one of those cards that people are going to be, trying to get. So he'll definitely be on the more expensive side versus like a Draymond Green. So just keep that in mind for Karl Malone. But still, you definitely want to look into the market just right now just because, there's a buying opportunity. How much is the regular, Scotty? Wow, someone's actually bidding, I guess, 10 legend badges. I guess that kind of makes sense. Kareem up in here, if you see him for a good price, bro, he's not even getting a bid right now. Usually these cards have bids with like 30 minutes left. So the fact that it's been, 4 minutes left and there's nothing, that goes to show you great buying opportunity. And actually, speaking of another big boy, we got to talk about LaMarcus Aldridge up in here. 6'11". Everybody that plays My Career, that makes builds, they always love LaMarcus when it comes to, making a release and stuff like that. So, he's going to be on very quick. I'm 100% sure they're going to do that. I'm assuming they'll probably keep the same release, but him being able to play the shooting guard position is really going to be what sets him apart. That's why I think LaMarcus and Karl Malone are going to be the 2 most expensive dark matters. Even though with this set, anything can happen. Hopefully the odds are juiced though. Even though when it comes to this, I'm more looking forward to the free box, of course, because I always love getting the free boxes. The market crashing right now, and the market's going to keep crashing into tomorrow. And you guys already know, as soon as 2K adds the packs, we're going all in. And so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, check out the Hall of Fame boxes I opened. Check out the God Squad. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.